So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove your negative side of the battery terminal. Remove your cover here, plastic cover. Is a 10mm bolt here, another 10mm here, also that connector up right there. Then we're going to move the intake on the airbox. This connector here will give you a little bit more space, and also the other end of the intake, it's going to be down here right to the throttle body, also another 10mm, but you can also use a Phillips to get in there. I just end up using that because it was easier, and mine was definitely the engine was really hot, so it was kind of hard to get in there, touch things, so I just end up using this and then letting the engine cool down and then trying to remove it because some parts in there were hot. It's me struggling with it. After I got all that done, I just pushed it to the side. You can remove your battery and your airbox, would make it a lot easier. We're just going to keep removing some parts here. We have a 12 millimeter for this little connector here on the bottom. That will give us a little bit more wiggle room. And just trying to take the part out, you can see that there is something at the bottom connected. But we're also going to take out this for these vacuum lines. I think that was an 8mm right there, and this was the best method right there. What you could do, if you took out the battery, you'd have more space as well. And then right in there, you can kind of see it. That's what's holding the piece. So I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see it at the end. But to remove that, we need to go down here, grab yourself a pick, and remove a connector off that where the vacuum hose line is. And there, I'm just showing you how I took it off using a pick tool. Reach inside. It's in a tight spot, but if you have a flashlight, you'll see it. Pick tool makes it way easier, and then just pull back, straight back. And I just kind of flipped it to the side and moved it out the way. I didn't have to disconnect any of these hoses. And now you can see that's our next part we want to get out. We got to remove that metal clip right there, also using the pick tool, and I had a little flashlight there. I also end up having to remove one side, which is the side on the front, and then the back side was a little bit harder, so I took the pliers, really reached in there and grabbed and twisted, and just make sure you bend it back before you put it back in. Now we're using the same pick tool to pull on that that yellow colored part, and it's going to slide right out. I forget the name of it, but you're just going to pull on it while wiggling the top part, and it'll slide out, and there you go, there's your part. So I end up taking the lower half, that bracket there, and putting it on the other one, that part, because mine didn't come with it. And it's kind of self-explanatory how to get it out. You just have to move that bottom piece to the left or the right. Alright, so this is just reinstalling it, just putting all the bolts back, all the connectors, just kind of a reverse process, self-explanatory. Once you get the part out, you're definitely going to be able to put it back in. I bought this part on Amazon. It was an original Hyundai part. And everything went smoothly afterwards, and the car is driving good. The check engine light is off, and that's it. So wish you guys the best.